Alright nerds, what's up? So I'm going to be doing a video walkthrough of some gear that I brought out with me in the very beginning of March out in some lower teens weather in Washington. The highest point was probably about 2,200 feet, kind of central southern Washington, just to get outside and enjoy some outdoor camping. So we'll start with trekking pole. It's a Gossamer Gear LT4. Here's a Z-Light knockoff from AliExpress. I used a 13.3 ounce Apex quilt that I made to go from the very most inner point, and then I used a 20 ounce light equipment quilt wrapped around that. And then for one more sort of typical insulation, I used on top of that Z-Light 1/4 inch foam pad. I think if it was a little bit colder I would have wanted to use something a little bit warmer than that pad, but it worked out fine. Here are two pieces, or some socks that I made. These are just some Polartec fleece socks. They're totally ugly and just made for sleeping, but here are those. I created some kind of like snow camping pants. These are 6.5 ounces. They have a climate shield inner, and then they use a roughly 1 ounce windproof-ish outer shell. Again, these are really ghetto, but they actually work really well. Had some down booties from AliExpress. Those are actually a pretty good deal overall. It's a fun thing. I brought a titanium Gaiwan and tea set here. So this is to make super high quality tea out in the backcountry. A little bit of a glamp because it was a warm-up hike, although not really. So that was one of my kind of luxury items. Here's my little doodads and knickknacks. This is a small battery, a bamboo spoon, tooth stuff, the Nightcore NU25, and some emergency medication that didn't get used. Water bottle, just a 50 ounce water bottle. Finally ended up getting a new Catadine Be Free because I just love this filter, so this one's like immaculate right now. They get gross moderately quickly. Here's my stove. It's a Foster's pot with a it's a little wet in there still, with a Zelf inner, the Starlight with the stand. Also have a deuce of spades, a titanium windscreen for that, a little measuring cup, alcohol, fuel, stakes, which didn't get used at all, some rubbing alcohol for the restroom, and toilet paper. I also brought, because it was sub-freezing temperatures, a cozy for my rehydrating meals. Outside of my pack I have some headphones in there too. Some fleece gloves. Here's one of them. Here's a homemade balaclava with a adjustable eye mask component here, so that's actually clutch. And especially out when it's that cold, having warmth all the way down to your nose is critical. These are wind mitts that I made as well. These are under an ounce and a half. Here's the other glove. Here's the high-tech screen modification that I used to be able to muse my screens. Made some wind pants. These are under an ounce and a half. I'm sorry, the wind mitts are under half an ounce, excuse me. Here's a woman's frog tog that I modified. Check out my Instagram about that. I didn't need to use it at all, but great piece. 7x9 DCF, 7.5 by 9 DCF tarp that I made. That was instrumental in blocking the wind. Really windy out there. Final steps would be the backpack, which I use, which is just a 10.5 ounce pack I made. Hip belt bliss. Cocoon travel pillow. This thing is inflatable. I really love it out there, especially in the cold, because it inflates so much. It really does keep you off of the snow and really warm out there. Nylist Loom trash compactor bag, just as a safety measure there for insurance. Big sheet of polycryo, 7x9 tarp, or 7.5x9 tarp, and my waterproof bag. I also brought my RX100 that I'm filming with. Here's the case that I made for it, and I brought a phone. That's it. I think it was a sub 10 pound base weight. I'm pretty positive. Gosh, I think it's probably significantly less than 10 pounds. And then a little bit of food. It was really great. Just a night out there. Again, just to go out and sleep outside. I love it. And I guess I should talk about what I wore, because that's relevant. I wore a microgrid Patagonia hooded fleece as a base layer, and then very thin, lightweight, super light, feather light Capeline bottoms as well. I wore some shorts. I wore just typical, actually I wore Lem boulder boots, hiking boots. I wore a Melly on top as well, and a hat and sunglasses. And sunglasses were critical out there for sure. So I did keep all of that on when I slept as well. Definitely important. And yeah, that covers the whole kit. It was pretty great. Again, just to get outside and enjoy some backpacking out in early March. So that list out there will get lighter and lighter as the days go on and the seasons warm up a little bit. Although conditions can change and require different gear as well. So anyway, just thought everyone would maybe perhaps enjoy this, as I certainly enjoy watching weird videos like this. If you guys like the video, subscribe and like the video. See you soon. Winter Wonderland out, y'all. This is supposed to be a warm-up hike. Yeah, I need to get better at figuring out how to do this shit. Down we go!